Hi everyone, I'm Vikas Rajput and I'm the co-founder of Compounding AI. We'll wait for just a couple of minutes and then we'll start with a walkthrough through the platform. Hey everyone, I hope I'm audible. You can write it in chat like if I am audible or not. Yeah, so I'll share my screen in a minute, and if you have any questions, you can write it down in the chat. I'll share my screen. Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible? Yeah, so let's start first with the result season is going on and a lot of results have started pouring in, and in the next 2 to 3 weeks we will see almost daily the result count touching 200 and 150. So let's first look at the result pulse section of Compounding AI. When you click on the result pulse, you arrive on the Hmm. Hello. Hello. Y- Yeah. Uh, Yeah, so I'll again get back. I'm sorry for that. There was some issue with the audio device. Yeah, so as I was explaining, we'll first start with the result pulse. So in the result pulse, this is a live feed which keeps on getting updated as and when the results are coming in. And you can sort out the results by result quality as well as from latest to oldest first. And when you click on the result, you get a executive summary, the key investment insights, the analysis categories. If you just hover over the tags, you get to know what actually changed. Let's say there is a loan book growth, so how the loan book has changed. If you want to read the details, you click on the view source document. It takes you to the detail. To share the result, there's a share button here. You can share it with your friends and colleagues. The other part, yeah. Hello. Yeah, so I'm sorry I missed sharing the screen. So I'll start again that the result field keeps on getting updated as and when the results are coming. You can sort the results by result quality or by latest to oldest first. When you click on a result, you see the executive summary, the key investment insights. Along with, we assign some categories to the result. If you just hover over the tags, you will see that there is an earning decline. So what exactly it means by earning decline, you can see that. You can share the result from here, and you can view the detailed document of the result that I'll show you how the detailed result looks like. Now the interesting part is you can also sort this out by your watch list, which you will upload in the portfolio manager. I'll show you how. So if you just want to look at the results from your own watch list, how they have performed, you can do it from here. And then comes the part of advanced filters. So this is where things get interesting. You can of course sort out the result based upon the revenue growth and the EPS growth, and you can also sort out by, let's say, market cap, if you want to look at the companies in particular market cap. But the interesting part is that we have very semantic filters which you don't find anywhere. Like if you want to sort out companies based upon the revenue, companies who have beaten their own guidance in terms of revenue, in terms of margin, volume, you can do that. If there are any growth signals, if the revenue growth is strong, margin signals, cash quality in working capital, if there is cash conversion is strong, free cash flow generation is strong, you can do a lot of screening from here. So the idea of result pulse is to give you a feed where you can track all the results along with some advanced filters wherein you will be able to screen ideas faster. So the goal here is to consolidate your entire result season in a single screen. Yeah, and we have an analytics section as well. So as the companies report, we form a complete analysis of the earning season, which keeps getting updated on a weekly basis. If you see, we categorize the reports by sector. You can read industrial, banking. So there is a total distribution of sector-wise reports, and we also give an average quality, so how the results have come in. Like if you see, the banking and lending sector rates very higher right now. If you want to read the reports, you click here, it takes you to the report. Like we generally generate this report when 20 companies have reported their results. You can also track, let's say, which companies have beaten guidance, revenue, and let's say you want to look at companies wherein there is a margin expansion. You just click here, it takes you to the result pulse window where it selects that tag and shows you the companies who have had a margin expansion. So result pulse is also on a company level and also on a sectoral level. If you want to see the tailwinds in a sector, how the sector has been performing, all of that is covered here. Now I'll take you to one another feature wherein it streamlines your result season, which is the portfolio manager. As I told you that right, you can look at the results according to your watch list. Here, this is the area where you upload your watch list. So in the plus plan, you can upload up to 5 watch list and up to 150 companies based upon the sectors you might be tracking, or the companies that you are interested in. Once you upload that watch list, here there is an announcement tracker. Here you can track all the announcement based upon how you have formed your watch list and which companies are in your watch list. Let's say you want to toggle between and see which announcement have come between. Let's say you are tracking a chemical sector, you're tracking a construction sector. So you can toggle and you can look at the important announcement based upon your watch list companies. There are filters here. You can filter by categories. Let's say if you want to look at announcements just related to merger and acquisition, you can do that from here. There are text based filters as well. You can just type in, let's say, buyback, and you can apply filter and look at the results. So we also cover management interviews here. So like it streamlines your process of tracking the announcement, because in result season you would see on a daily basis there are around 4 to 500 announcement, and it filters out which are concerning to you. But the interesting part in the portfolio manager is the earning dashboard. So when you add companies to our watch list, this entire field gets updated, and according to when the companies are going to announce the result. And if you click on a company's name, let's say take an example of HDFC Asset Bank, you will see first the notes section. So this is generated pre-result, 4 to 5 days before the result, and it covers last 4 to 5 quarters of what has been happening with the company, what are the strategic initiative, any key operating metrics related to the company. So everything you get to know, how the company has been for the last 3 to 4 quarters. The previous guidance review, we have also added one more section of expectations in this, any key analyst questions. So this is a comprehensive description of what the company has been, how you can see the company in the last 4 to 5 quarters. Then comes the result analysis section. So here if you look, there is a card, this gives a brief summary of the result. So when the results are announced within 5 to 10 minutes, the entire analysis is present here. You also get a notification on your email if these companies are added into your watch list. In the detail analysis, you will see that we go on a very statement level. There are PNL statement. We form our own tables here, which is derived table to show if there are any anomalies in the result. If some numbers have changed, we also give you reasons that why that number might have changed. So this is Q1, you will mainly see PNL statement. In Q2 and Q4 you will see a lot of balance sheet and cash flow statements here as well. So it goes into deep of the result. Then comes the investor presentation summary, wherein when the presentation is released, we cover the key important aspects of the presentation. Really helpful to just skim through the information in the investor presentation in a single platform. And at the end of it, we have a earning call detail segment. So here, if you see, we have broken down it into multiple parts. The reason is that we capture each conversation. You will also get a transcript of the conference call, how the what was the discussion, and a summary on top of it. The whole purpose is that in conversations there are a lot of points that are discussed, and we want to give the most correct view even in the summary to the user. And when the audio is released by the company, within 1 to 2 hours the conference call summary and the transcript is available on Compounding AI. You can share it from here as well. So this was about the portfolio manager. It's like a command center for your companies that you are tracking or which are a part of your watch list. So this is about the result season, wherein these things become very handy. Now we'll go to the deep dive section. In the deep dive section is more of if you have come across an idea, you want to validate that idea, you want to look deeper into it. So you type, let's say, CCL. We take an example of CCL products. When you type a company's name and click on it, you come across a document section which has all the documents related to the company which are available on the platform that are present here. You can access all these documents at any point of time. Let's say if you want to have look at the previous notes of Q1, if you want to look at have look at the Q4 previous notes. These are all document present here. You can go through the result at any point of time. The audio of the con call along with the summary is also present, and a little summary of the con call, which without the transcript, that is also present here. So basically a repository of the document. And then we have currently introduce a fundamental check section. So when you come across an idea, you want to just little bit understand what the company does and what the entire business is. So in a very simple term, we have explained it in Elify. It is a kind of one page description of what the company and where it stands. Then there is a one pager which goes through the annual reports and the conference call and gives you a layer deeper view into the company. And then there is a detailed report which goes into what the company does, the business model. It takes a lot from the annual report. So also the governance part and everything is covered here. So this is a very good once you have done the screening, that this is a place where you come to verify and also see what the company does and where it stands. And then we have a forensic report. This is basically what it does is that it captures the conference call and investor presentation of the last 4 to 5 years, and it creates a story out of it, like how the guidance adherence of the company has been, the financial reporting standard, management response checks, so how management responds to the analyst, and what is the tone, and what kind of question do they avoid, what kind of question do they answer, capital allocation strategies, operations, and risk management, and external factors. So in the deep dive, you can when you first come across an idea, you can go across their conference call, investor presentation, any red flags that might be there in the company. So it fastens your process of filtering out the ideas as well that you come across. Now I'm coming to the agentic chat. So with agentic chat, like that, what we have recently introduced, we feel that it is a very powerful tool wherein it combines the fundamental in terms of the filings, the ratios, and also the price. We have integrated all of it. And let's say I'll show you examples of what you can do with agentic chat. So of course you can company and sector research level. So you want to go into the P&L balance sheet, you want to look at the price, do peer comparison. All of that is possible. Screening on multiple things, like on matrix as well as technical screens, wherein you look at how far is the stock from 52-week high. You can backtest your strategies as well. So you can, if you simply want to see what all you can do with agentic chat on Compounding AI, you can just ask it, and it will give you ideas what all operations can you perform, from valuation. Even like if you, for an example, like if your watch list has 50 companies, you can just schedule email to your email ID. You can just tell it that in the last day how many results have been announced and how many earnings calls have been done, and just give me a forward looking statement of how the results were and what the management is talking about in the con call. And it will give you periodically, on based on how you schedule the reports, it will give you mails periodically. Market and macro, how what is happening around the world, how it is concerning to your particular watch list, and how your, let's say, you can simply say the crude prices have been going up and how it affects the companies in my watch list. It will give you the entire report. You can save thesis, like it's, let's say you create a thesis on agentic chat and you tell it to save that, and on the next time you can just tell it to run that thesis again on some or the other company. So there's a lot you can do with it. We have a lot of examples here as well, how you can quickly get answers, deep research, how you can run your processes, what operations you can do on your watch list. There is a lot more that you can do. Like I would request everyone to just use their imagination and try to do everything that comes to their mind. We also encourage you to share your conversations with your friends and the larger group, because we have a reward system here on Compounding AI as well. So if you share the chat and if somebody signs up through that link, you get credits, you earn credits. if someone's buys a plan through that link, you get around 750 credits, which is basically a month of in plus plan you get around 800 credits. So that's a month free if somebody joins through your link. So we encourage sharing from here as well. So if you are searching about something, you can, we encourage to share that idea from here. So this was about agentic chat. Then there is market wire. So here what we do is that on daily basis, 20 announcements which had an impact, all of those are covered here. So you can just think about it as a newspaper for the market. All the important announcements related to capital markets, any order, major order wins, all of that is covered. And we have corporate announcement section. So here all the announcements which are made on BSE or NSE, all of that is covered. You can sort it by latest first as well. There are filters here. If you just want to look at announcement related to, let's say, merger and acquisition, you can just select it and you'll be able to see announcement related to merger and acquisition. There is a search by text as well. Let's say if you just type buyback and you search through it, so any announcement which has the word buyback in it, you will be able to see all those announcements. So makes that searching through announcements also a lot easier. Yeah, and one more thing, like if you go to your profile, you click here, you go to settings, you will be able to see the usage, where you stand in terms of usage, how the reward program has been designed, and what reward do you get on sharing the links. And then there is portfolio wrap section as well. So here what you can do is, let's say you have a 50-60 company watch list, you can create a daily report of the announcements related to that watch list according to the frequency and the time that you prefer. Similarly, there is an earning call digest. Result seasoning is going on. It will give you a daily report on what's discussed in the earning call. And similarly, in the result flash note, similarly there is a result flash note which gives you a summary of all the results that have been announced. When you arrive on the platform, there is guide here. When you complete that guide, you also get rewarded for it. So it helps you understand how the platform functions. Yeah, so this was about like compounding AI. Now I'll see if there are any questions. Yeah, so there's this question that how is this different from than giving prompt to Claude about a company? The result might be the same. So no, the result will not be the same, and I'll give you reasons why it might not be the same. Because if you see, Claude takes up the information a lot from the internet, and if you have a 140 company watch list, let's suppose if you want to run a query on top of it, like which stocks have performed well, and which were the winners, how many stocks are away from the 52-week high, it does not have the price data as well as all the fundamental data. Let's say if they have discussed something in 2023 in a conference call, all that information is also covered. So you must have heard, right, garbage in and garbage out. So we have processed the data in such a way that we have created a clean repository of the data. On top of it, you can relate that with the price, and you can relate that with the price, and the output that you get, you can create reminders here. So there is, we have also published our benchmark, and if you look at it, like if you ask the same questions on if you ask the same questions or related to the Indian financials, Claude rates around 35 to 40% on accuracy, wherein compounding AI is at 97% accuracy, and we have tested it around 100 questions. So in terms of accuracy, in terms of accessibility to the data, everything is way ahead in terms of what you get on Claude. Yeah, the monthly plan appears to be expensive. We are running a discount right now on the plans, around 20% discount on what was before. So you can check it out. We always try to give out offers. We want people to have access to this and make people the process of researching and tracking their company easier. So the plan is available. You can have a look at it, and if you can also write a mail to us if you are interested in buying the plan. Yeah, any more questions from anyone on the platform or about pricing or anything? Like, even if you want, any comparisons with any general LLM, I'll be happy to answer them. Before we close, like, there are 2 minutes left. Yeah, so just want to tell one more thing, that we have a discount running on Compounding AI website, which is a 20% discount. That's around 4 to 5,000 off on an annual plan. You can go and check it out. Or you can write a mail to us if you want to understand anything how the platform functions. We will be very happy to chip in and help you with that. The people who we are working with have experienced that, and we are always customer first. Yeah, so I think there are no further questions. So thank you everyone for joining in. We hope to have you on board with us, and if you have any questions. Yeah. So yeah, so there was an initial glitch in the beginning, and we are sorry about that. Next time we will come up with, let's say, we want to also hear from you, like what would you want the webinar to be about, what use cases do you want to explore. Thank you everyone for your time, and hopefully see you in our mailboxes, and we'll be happy to help you with anything. Bye.